was like part of the platform. That was part of the reason, rather. It came from the fact that like you said, before the Big Brother house, I've always been grinding. I've been grinding, and I'm a true believer of process, stages. You have different stages in your life. Like success just don't come overnight. You have to work for it. So, but I've been grinding. I know a few people in the industry even before I went to the house. So but then again, it's just a thing where I don't want to use other people's story to tell my story. I want to tell my story, by myself. So hence why, I just felt like I needed that platform, saying that we're close to comfort zone at all. So 2018, I was working, I left the job, then I started doing my own thing. I was doing real estate, right? So we all know how real estate is. It's not easy. Like you literally would struggle to get clients. You take them there to inspect the property. They'll tell you they like it, they'll get back to you, but they never go back to you. So like that was what I was feeding. That was like my main hustle. And it was a thing where I would spend money to go and inspect properties, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, they won't call me back. So at the time, I was staying at a friend's place on the island and everything, but it wasn't a permanent place, it was temporary. So there are times when my friend is not around, then I was staying at the office so I had an office. I was sharing an office space with someone at the time that also does real estate. So, but I was sleeping in the office. Crazy. I was sleeping in the office, being it herself. So like, I just come from, so that's the family that I come from. So hence why, my attitude is like that, so it's just how I was raised, basically. The things I saw around.
Right. You made a side comment, and you were like, people thought.
Yeah.
What would you say the biggest misconception has been since you're out of the house? What's that thing that people are saying that doesn't reflect you?
People outside or people inside?
Outside.
People outside. I don't know. There's been a lot of misconception. There's one thing that I keep seeing a lot, on social media and everything, is how they said that the only thing that I showed was the fact that I was in a ship, or I was a playboy or whatnot. And I feel like the fact that I was showing my potential and the things that I do maybe flew over their heads, because they were more concerned about Yemi, the drama, the ship, this. And I didn't really get it, because there were a lot of times that I really showed my potentials, like in presenting, in marketing, in acting, in even rapping, or in even doing artistic stuff, So I didn't quite get it, because even when it came to the widget tax, I had a lot of ideas. There's so many things that we've done regarding widget tax that was my idea. So like, I didn't get it. Like, I feel like that kind of flew over people's heads, because when I see comments and they say, oh, the only thing that he was doing in the house was shape, he didn't really show himself. Like, you guys really paid attention to the content I was bringing. I'm not paying attention to what I was bringing, the other things I was bringing to the table, which was fine, because at the end of the day, the content is what the people want to see.
Right.
But I liked it, but it's just that really, the other things kind of flew over. It's only a few people that when I read the comments, they say, didn't you see when he did this? Didn't you see when he did that? I'm like, okay, at least some people saw it. But it's just a lot of, the only thing he did, because there was a TikTok video that I saw yesterday randomly, and some guy put up my picture and was like, yo, there's no show since Yemi cregx has left the house. And I was just curious to see what the content was saying. The comment, if people were saying yes, we agree, then if people were saying what did Yemi cregx do in the house, and I see someone reply and say, did you see when he was doing this? So it was a thing where, like I said, it flew over their head. So like, that misconception was, like,
right.
Yeah, they think I didn't show myself enough. A few people think I didn't, because there were some people that when it comes to tax, they were doing extra. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yemi cregx.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for speaking with me.
I appreciate you, man.
And the beautiful thing about the show is it's being watched across Africa and beyond. And the millions of people that have watched you, those that are your tribe, will definitely pay more attention. And I'm sure that they've seen all of the amazing things that you're capable of doing.
For sure.
I wish you all the best.